Hello and welcome back to another episode of Don't Call Me Skinny. Thanks so much for joining me today. We got a banger of an episode. I'm excited to get to it. First, I just want to say thanks again for all the ladies who did move into March. Really appreciate you guys, you girls. But yeah, just really excited for that. Got some people obviously seeing how important accountability is and moving into Fat Loss Basics. I have a former client moving into a monthly check, and I'm really excited to just get started with these ladies and get them on the path to health. This is wonderful. So great job, ladies, getting in there, doing the things. And again, just a congratulations to all the ladies who showed up for themselves over the last 14 days while we did Move into March. You're at abomb.com. You can click the link in the show notes for Fat Loss Basics. And also, if you get something from this episode, please screenshot share. I really appreciate it. I know that there's more than 19 people out here that listen to me, but if you can just give that a 5-star review, if that's what you think this podcast is, again, super helpful for me to get and push my shit out there because I'm only word of mouth. So any help, if you think that I can help somebody or that you think that there's a great takeaway in my episode of something, then that would be incredible. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I've been on TikTok the majority of this day at this point. And I have somebody coming over because, we are heading to Florida this week. And I need to let them know that if I do not answer, I am on a podcast. Because I did not tell them I was recording a podcast, and that would be funny. Recording my podcast. Let me know when you get here. Thanks so much. Okay. Okay. So literally, I've been on TikTok all morning. I don't want to say arguing, but talking with, communicating with an actual good conversation, with people about food noise, weight loss surgery, Ozempic, all of these things that are super prevalent in our world right now. For those that are really struggling to lose weight, keep it off, feel good about themselves, and find something that is sustainable and works for them. And I don't even know if people even care about the sustainability part, even though that you should. But so many people are struggling finding something that just works. That was struggling with finding something that really works for them, that they can actually get the result. And so I want to talk today about food noise, what it is, why we have it, who has it, and what can you do? What can you do about it? So the first thing is we need to define food noise. I think my own personal definition is just somebody who's constantly thinking about food, when their next meal is, what they should eat, right? But the definition that we're going to go with here is the constant internal chatter and obsessive thoughts around food. Thinking about food, calories, dieting, restrictions, guilt, cravings, worries about making the right quote unquote choice, right? And essentially what we're talking about is the overconsumption of analyzing every fucking food decision. We already have extremely high decision fatigue. Like we make so many decisions every single day without even, like in our subconscious, we don't even think about. I want to say there's over like 100,000 something decisions, and like 50,000 of them are like food related. It's wild. Do I eat this? Do I not eat this? Should I eat this? Do I not eat this? Is this good? Does this fit within my calories? Does it have enough protein? How many ingredients are in it? All this stuff. And we're just compounding what is happening, right? So these are some examples of what I see in this space about what is food noise, right? We are constantly planning or obsessing about meals. Like I need a meal plan. I need to make sure that I have a meal plan so that when I go, to work, I have something for lunch, and then I don't go out for lunch and then feel bad. And then boom, here we start that cycle, right? Then when that happens, feeling guilty after eating specific foods or meals, right? Oh, I didn't meal plan. Now I have to go get lunch and now I feel bad. Womp womp, right? Like that's the cycle that we stay in. We are anxiously debating about this is allowed. That's not allowed. This is allowed. I can eat this. I'm not allowed. Not allowed. And I use the words allowed because we truly believe that we have to have permission to eat something. Like if somebody on Instagram is telling us not to eat it, we're not allowed. If somebody on Instagram is telling us we're allowed to eat it, we're allowed. Like there's a huge disconnect here about things. We actually are allowed to eat whatever the fuck we want. Like that's the whole premise of what I'm getting at here, right? Constantly feeling overwhelmed by the conflicting nutritional advice. So again, going back to like, so-and-so says I need to do this, but so-and-so says I need to do that, right? And then fixating on the rules, I'll use that in quotations, or the restrictions, or the permissions even that we are or not allowed, again, to consume, right? I'm not allowed, carbs are bad. I shouldn't eat dyes. This is so highly processed. Fruit has sugar. Like all this stuff is like, what is happening, right? And I want to talk about how we got here because I really truly believe that this was a societal thing that we have created. That's my overarching theme. There are little things within society that constantly happen that have contributed to the food noise, right? So for me personally, this is something that we created and we have to fucking fix this. And the only way to fix this is to literally start healing your food relationship. I don't give it like, and this is with a conversation that I'm having on TikTok right now, is that I don't care if you have weight loss surgery. I'm not going to judge you for having weight loss surgery. I'm not going to judge you for being on the weight loss shot. What I am going to do though, is if you don't do the fucking back end work, if you don't fix the root problem, and the root problem is how you think and feel about food and yourself, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. That's the problem. And that's what we're not getting to this place of. People cannot see this part. So what things have contributed to the food noise? I'm saying all of society, right? It's an overarching thing of society, specifically diet culture and restrictive eating. Okay. So restrictive diets, whether it's slashing your calories, not eating food, right? It amplifies the food noise and the cravings and the preoccupation of the I'm not allowed to eat it food, okay? It amplifies it. It turns up the volume on it because I can't have that. I can't have that. Okay, but what am I getting? Okay, what can I have? But if I can't have that, then can I have this? But how many? And then, right? And we just sit in this cycle of like, am I allowed? Am I not allowed? Should I have or should I not have? I can't have that. I can't have margaritas because I'm on a diet. Now, if you don't want to drink margaritas because you don't fucking want to drink margaritas, hey, I am all about that. You're like, hey, I'm actually trying to lessen the amount of drinking alcohol. Hey, I love that for you. Great job. I'm so proud of you. That's such a great a choice for your health. But when I hear I can't have because I'm on a diet, no, that already bad relationship. No. I will splat your hand away like you're a little child getting ready to touch a hot burning stove. No. Right? That is not, I can't have because I'm on a diet. And I don't give a shit if it's margaritas or chips or Oreos or pizza or hamburgers or French, whatever the fuck you like to eat. I can't go out because I'm on a diet. No. Right? We cannot live in that space. So this restrictiveness, this culture that we have created amplifies this noise. It turns that volume all the way up. Another thing that turns the volume up is the all or nothing mindset. I'm all in or I'm all out. And this whole like having to be perfect, which consistency over perfection, LLC coming at you hot. Okay. This whole perfectionist life that we think that we have to have leads to failure. Okay. It leads there. So it increases our stress. I'm not allowed to eat that. Oh, I'm on a diet that has sugar. I can't have any sugar. I'm not eating any sugar. Oh, that has carbs. I'm only eating 22 grams of carbs a day. I can't have that. Right. It turns up the obsessive thoughts. It turns up the stress. It turns up and amplifies the food noise even bigger, louder for all to hear. And can you imagine all of these thoughts constantly taking up all this space all day in your fucking brain? No wonder you're exhausted. No wonder you are so exhausted by all these obsessive, intrusive fucking thoughts. It's no wonder you're fucking over it. Okay. Social media. Social media is a big one right now. I'm really trying to battle the food noise on social media. I'm really trying to get people to see like, please stop listening from people who yell at you in the fucking grocery aisles, unless it's satire, right? Unless it's like, oh, can't eat this ranch dressing. It's got seed oils. And then you eat it and it's totally fine and you didn't die, right? Like this is where we are at. So I'm trying to combat all of that. I'm trying to go against all the bullshit that is causing you the problems, right? So we're talking about all this conflicting information. This influencer says this influencer says that. If you eat this, then your body's going to look like this. I just did a whole entire reel on this as to why I don't do what I eat in a day. There are so many influencers out there. What I eat at 1,800 calories in a day. I don't agree with that. I'm not going to buy into that. I'm not going to do that because for me, the fuck do you care what I eat in a day? I'll show you my bowls of shit. I'll show you how many, like a meal that has some protein, carb, fiber, whatever. So you can see like, this is how I put a meal together, but you don't need to see every fucking piece of thing that I put in my mouth because it doesn't help you. You don't have the same goals. You don't have the same issues. You don't have the same calories. You don't have the same metabolism. You don't have the same body. You don't have the same amount of muscle. You don't have the same things I have. So stop doing that, right? So then we have this unrealistic, oh, if I eat like this person does, I'll look like her. Same thing for, and this isn't food noise, but same thing for workouts. I refuse to put my workout on there. You'll see me on Instagram or TikTok doing some kind of movement of a workout, but I am not going to show you, here's my leg day workout. I think it's trash. That's implying that if you do my leg workout, you're going to look like me and you're not. So stop trying to do now I might show you a movement or I might show you a trick or, hey, if you, gosh, I did this with like a row, like here's a single arm bent over row versus a row that's, maybe a cable row, something like that, right? What is the difference and why would I do these things? So that is not the same as here's my entire workout. Please go look like me. But the point comes from this unrealistic expectation that we are going to look like somebody when we do the things that they do, when we eat I don't know how many times I tell you, I see it on Facebook all of the time. What's your workout? What's your diet? If somebody will post their before and after. What do you eat? What's your workout plan? Don't fucking matter. You're not her. You don't have her genes. Doesn't fucking matter. Move on. Move on. Okay? Move on. And then the last part is this emotional eating pattern that we've had probably for the majority of our life. A lot of us that struggle with food noise now currently probably have had issues for a long time with food, what we use to cope, all the things, right? So using the food to cope with your emotions and creating these patterns of guilt and blame and shame. And then we turn up the noise. There goes the noise, all about eating, right? So these are things that maybe you say and you have a high level of food noise, right? If you, maybe not just say, but do, right? You spend significant time and energy thinking about food daily. It is all consuming it. It's all you can think about. You're wondering, when is my next meal? What am I going to eat at that meal? What did I have for breakfast? What am I having for dinner? I wonder if I should have had that. I wonder if I eat this, then what? What's going to happen then if I don't do this? But how does that, and I have to go work out. So when am I going to do that? And you're just, I just watched this thing on Instagram and they said this thing over here, whatever the case is, but you're constantly consumed by it. It's overwhelming. You cannot stop thinking about it, right? If you eat and you get guilt and shame or anxiety about your eating, boom, that is a high food noise problem. This is where we have to fix that relationship and demoralize. That's the word, not unmoralize. Demoralize the value that you give food. That is a you problem, right? You are creating that by putting that food on a pedestal and giving it a good or bad rating, and then you feel a certain way about it. This is the part that we have to remove. This is the piece that I talk about on the back end of whether it's weight loss surgery or Ozempic. This is the part that you're not doing. I'm sorry. I love you. But if you don't do it, it's going to be a fucking problem. Okay. If you are a person that frequently changes your diets or you try to shift and adjust what you're doing all the time so that you can make it fit or get it to work for you, right? So whether this is like, oh, I'm going keto. Oh, wait, no, keto didn't work. I'm going to go carnivore. Oh, carnivore didn't work. I'm going to go do Herbalife. Herbalife didn't work. I'm going to go count points. Points didn't work. I'm going to go on the Ozempic shot. That is a problem because you're constantly searching for the next thing. And to be quite fair and frank and honest, the majority of you that have ever counted calories and or macros, that is not a program, right? It is literally an equation of how our food goes into calories, how it equates to calories. So you can't really fuck it up. That's the thing. You can't really fuck it up. There's nothing to go wrong or bad or all this stuff, right? So the likelihood, the problem with people who have done it that have not been successful with it is that all of this other stuff is taking over. Well, so-and-so is doing Weight Watchers and she's losing weight so much faster than I am. Great, but you're doing it in a sustainable, balanced way. So let's just keep doing it, right? It's a matter of keeping your eyes on the prize, getting super focused on what your plan is, not worried about what Susie over here is doing, and staying in your own fucking lane. Stay in your fucking lane. You don't need to worry about what fucking Susie's doing, okay? And the last thing here is if you have a high food noise, you probably avoid social events. So I had a client come to me, this was about 1.5 years, 2 years ago at this point, and she would say no to like brunch with the girls because she just didn't know what to eat, how to eat, and how to stay in a calorie deficit when she did eat, or she felt a lot of guilt and shame when she didn't do these things. This is a problem. This is a food relationship thing. This is an issue, okay? So what are some ways that we can quiet the food noise? Well, number one, Fat Loss Basics. Hi, welcome. I've had a client in there about 2.5, 3 months. And this is something that is continuously coming up on her check-in, is the fact that the food noise is dramatically decreasing. It's dramatically going away. It's dramatically less and less and less each week. And this is why, okay? She's realizing, number one, she's in a place where she can eat and she can, and she doesn't have to feel ashamed about the food that she consumes. What this means is she can eat, and it's okay if she says, I went through the drive-through. I'm not going to make her feel bad about it. Okay. She can eat, and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, I love that. She's like, this is what I could do in a moment's notice. This is why I went to 7-Eleven, because she was finding herself not planning very well, and then in these convenience stores, and then again, overwhelmed and confused. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and go walk into a 7-Eleven, and I'm going to show you what I would buy if I was in a 7-Eleven. Now, it doesn't mean that your convenience store is going to have all of these things, but it might have 3 or 4 of these things. Most all gas stations, convenience stores at this point, 7-Elevens, whatever you have by you, Quickie Lube, Mart, whatever you got, has fucking Fairlife protein milk. Okay? Go drink some of that. Okay? They typically have some kind of a protein bar. Go eat one of those. And you know what? I know some people might go, oh my God, that's so gross. A lot of them have single serving of fruit, right? They have bananas or apples or something like that. Fucking get one. Okay? That can be as simple as it needs to be. Grab a little bag of Skinny Pop popcorn. Awesome. Great. Create an actual meal out of this so you feel full, so you're not hungry in 22 seconds, right? But this is a huge piece of this. So now she's able to quiet her own food noise solely by being in a space where she's allowed to fuck up, make mistakes. And I don't even call them fuck ups, but make mistakes, just learn, where she's like, there is no judgment. There is no like, oh my God, I can't believe you went through the drive-thru. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's like, hey, how do we plan better for this? Like, and what did we choose while we were there? Let's make sure that we're choosing the most optimal thing that we can to fit our needs and hit our goals, right? She's down like 15 pounds already, guys. I'm not making this up. This is fucking reality in my world. This is not a joke. Okay. This is what we do. So I think, we're removing, so that's one way, is just, we have to remove this moral label that we have put on foods, this good and bad and all this stuff. And we give ourselves unconditional permission to eat. We are fucking human beings. Why are we not fucking eating food? Why are we not eating food? Why are we not eating food? Why? Why are we not eating food? This is wild to me. We're like, we just try to starve ourselves. What the fuck? Why are we doing this? Okay? This is not acceptable. We are human beings that deserve to eat real, good food that we love, that we enjoy, whether it's highly processed or not. I don't care. Sometimes overcoming this food noise and this moral value that we give is just eating it and changing how we feel on the back end of it. Simple as that. It can be as simple. I'm going to eat this Oreo, and I'm going to own the fact that I'm eating this Oreo. I'm going to own the fact that I love Oreos, and I'm just going to eat an Oreo. And again, you're going to hear me talk about Oreos all fucking time because I love Oreos. Okay? You got to own it. It's It's okay to own that. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay? There's nothing wrong with it. So understanding that, right? Removing this. So permission-based eating, allowing yourself to eat the things that you love and enjoy without feeling a certain way about it. Removing the good, removing the bad, and just going for it. Okay. I love this one is a pause method. So this is like stopping yourself before you go eat it, or even after you go grab it out of the pantry and just say, am I truly hungry, or is this something else? Like, do I actually want this? Do I need this? Like what is actually going on? And you can actually pause. You can put it on the counter or the table or your desk or wherever you're at and just stop. Boom. Just stop. Figure out. You still can eat the thing even if it's just because you want to eat it. And you can still eat the thing even if it is a emotional based reason why you want it. There's nothing wrong with you because of it. That's not abnormal to do. But what it does is it takes us from the subconscious into the conscious, and we are making that conscious choice, which then we can go, okay, I can eat this thing and not feel bad about it. Again, how do I feel on the back end? When we feel bad about eating the food, then it doesn't matter what we eat. Even if it's a salad, we can feel bad about it because like, oh God, I didn't even need the salad. Oh my God, I already just ate 22 minutes ago. It's like I didn't even need the salad, but it was in front of me and then here we are. Boom. Life is not that serious, okay? So it's a pause and checking in with yourself. Like, and again, there's no wrong answer. You can do whatever you need to do. It's okay. All right. I always encourage my clients to fucking unfollow the bitches that are yelling at you from the grocery aisles, unless it's me telling you it's okay. Okay. And I don't take, I'm kidding sort of, right? But one specific client of mine who's had weight loss surgery, who's a one-on-one client of mine. And we are really working on the food relationship part, the food noise part with her as well. Separate client from my group coaching client. As I've stated, I have multiple clients that have had weight loss surgery and gained it all back because they didn't fix the actual fucking problem, which it sucks. It fucking sucks for them. Which is why I'm here. I'm like, no, you're coming into my world. We're going to fucking make this work for you. Like there's not another option. We are figuring this out. But I tell them to unfollow people. So I had one client, this particular client, I've talked about her before, where she like refused to eat oatmeal and fruit because people were yelling at her from her Instagram page that they were terrible, but she would go through the drive-thru at Dunkin' Donuts and drink and eat whatever. Right. So it's understanding. It's like nobody's yelling at us to not eat Dunkin' Donuts because we know it's not like the best thing for us. Like this, nobody needs to be on TikTok telling us that, right? Like nobody needs to be on TikTok or Instagram yelling at people being like, McDonald's is so terrible for you. It's like, duh. It's like, we know it's not the most ideal thing to be eating. So I don't need somebody to yell at me. But when somebody starts yelling at me about fucking oatmeal, it's like, I pay attention. I listen. I'm like, oh shit, why are they fucking yelling at me about fucking oatmeal? I better listen up, right? Unfollow those bitches. And I call them bitches. Fucking unfollow those bitches. Fuck them. Okay. And keep it simple. Keep it fucking simple. We love to overcomplicate the process because it's overcomplicating because there's so much going on in our brain. The more simplified that we make this, and that is what I've done for my client in group coaching, the more simplified that I keep it for my clients, the easier it is. That's why we don't go, here's the whole fucking kitchen sink. Like, let's pick one piece and go from there. And people are frustrated with that because it's slow, but then they realize, oh my God, I'm so glad we went slow. Like, this is the first time I've actually been able to stick with it. This is the first time I actually understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. And boom, we create change. Okay. So I think that, one thing to take away from this is if you're a person that struggles with food noise, you're not alone. There are lots of people that are struggling with it. I believe the stats are around 50% of Americans struggle with food noise. So we're talking over half of the population of them are struggling with that, right? And then 61% of those people that struggle with food noise are overweight or obese. So you can see the correlation here. You can see it. Also, though, the research is suggesting that those that struggle with food noise also have poor eating behaviors like binge eating. And they, again, often report high levels of food noise, right? So we're correlating food noise here with weight management and unhealthy eating behaviors and patterns. This is a real thing, and it's really happening. But here's what I'm going to say. We created this shit. We did it. Society as a whole, myself included. I was part of it. I'm not any better than anybody else. I was a part of that society culture that created this food noise for people. And now it's time to fucking unfuck it all. Unfuck the food noise. Unfuck it. Because we have the power to do that. We created it. We have the power to unfuck it. We have the power to dismantle the food noise. We have that power. And the question is, what are you going to do that? What are you going to do in order to unfuck your food noise? What is one takeaway that you can get from what I talked about right here today that could be helpful for you? And do it. Just implement it. Okay? I gave you at least 3 strategies to go back and do something with. That's number 1. Number 2, join Fat Loss Basics Group Coaching. I'm telling you right now, it's going to change your life. I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm not going to not sell people. I don't really give a shit whatever you think I'm doing. I don't care. I'm here to help people. That's what I do. I'm here to serve you. So if you're interested in it and you're curious about it, click the link in the show notes. There's an application. It's very simple to fill out. And let's get you going. Let's get you moving. And let's make it happen. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'll catch you on the next episode. And I'll be in Florida the week after from the Sunshine State, baby.